Good morning. We'll use those later. Good morning, welcome, welcome. Everyone's so high energy today. So nice to see. How's everybody? Good. Let's grab our bands. So we're going to use a long band in class today. If you don't have a band, a scarf or a skipping rope or a belt will do. And we're just going to use it to warm up a little bit. So sit a little forward on your chair. And we can take about a shoulder-ish distance width grip. And sitting nice and tall. Let's inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, lower the arms. Good. Inhale, reach upwards. And exhale, release. Good. Growing tall. And release. Good. Couple more times. Big in breath. And exhale. This time, watch the change. We're going to inhale, reach up, then slide the band a little wider without really pulling on it, and then bring your arms back behind you if you can. Inhale, reach up and back forward. So we're going to go up and over again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Yep. So just do what you can without forcing it. Good. Inhale, reaching up and over. One more time. So nice little exercise for our shoulders. Good. And release. Let's roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Good. And then just resting your hands on the legs, nice and tall. Let's inhale, turn to look right. Exhaling, center. Inhale, looking left. And exhaling, center. Good, turning to look right. And just staying in a comfortable range for your body. Last one each way. Noticing your breath. And back center. Good. From here, let's take our band again. We're going to inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, pull down on the right or the left. It doesn't matter. And then the other side. So a little pull down and a little pull. And pushing up through the opposite arm. Your spine is tall. That's it. Couple more times each way. A little lat pull. Good. And release. Let's release our band underneath the feet. And again, our knees are bent. We can kind of dig your heels in. Have your feet about hip bone width apart. Cross your band. Adjust the tension. And then we're going to do a row. So elbows, leading with the elbows, palms can face inwards, lifting your chest, sternum. That's it. So these bands are a great tool. You can travel with them. They're very portable. You can toss them in a bag or a purse, carry-on bag if you're traveling over the holidays. Good. Looking good. That's it. A couple more. And last one. Good. Let's release our band and then bring it in behind your body, up high, across the shoulder blade area. And our palms can be facing down, our elbows lifted. Again, ground your feet. You might widen your feet for a good foundation through the feet, and then pressing forward and release. So chest press. That's it. Pressing forward and release. Looking good. That's it. Body tall, crown of the head reaching skyward. Pushing through the knuckles. That's it. Looking good. And one more time. And release. Good. Let's release that band off to the side or maybe on your chair back. Sliding back in our chair as much as you can. Hands can be on the thighs or gently hanging onto the chair. We're going to press the legs away and then bending our knees. Pressing away and release. Warming up our quadricep muscles or the front of the thigh. That's it, looking good. 2 more. And last one, hold the legs out. This time point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. Warming up your ankles, your calf muscles, your shins. Just notice how this feels in your body. And then maybe some circles. One direction. And circles in the other direction. Good, and then shake out your legs, bringing our feet back to the floor. You might scoot forward just a little, and then hug that right knee in. We might grab the shin, or you might hook your arm underneath, whatever feels best for your body. And breathing into that right hip. Noticing your breath, sensation. And then picking up the lower leg, maybe just giving it a little rock back and forth, or your shoe or ankle. And then resting in that figure 4 stretch, let the knee fall out where it may. Sitting nice and tall. Just breathing into those deep external hip muscles. Looking good, just breathing. Good, let's release that leg back down. Just notice how that whole side of the body feels as we ground again through our feet, our sitting bones. Good, and as you're set, let's hug that opposite knee in. We can draw it in, either taking hold of the shin or hanging on underneath. Whatever feels good for your body. And just breathing into the belly and ribs. Deep breaths. That's it, looking good. And then we can pick up that lower leg, rocking back and forth, or like so, or the back of the shoe even. Good. And then releasing that ankle above or below the knee. Let the knee fall out where it may. And growing taller through the torso as we hinge forward out of the hips. Breathing into the hips. Good, and releasing that leg back to the floor. Good, scoot forward in your chair a little bit more, widen your feet, hands on the thighs, fingers pointing inwards. Let's do some circles. So circling out of the hips, out of the pelvis, pressing through your feet. Just finding a comfortable breath. And let's shift those circles the other direction. Good. Noticing how this feels in your body. Noticing your breath. Good. And back center. Good. From here, let's reach up and draw it into the heart. Big inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Let's add a twist this time. Inhale, reach up, turn to your right, and let the hands land in an easy twist. Hand can rest outside the knee and touch the chair, so just spiraling tall. Breathing into the ribs and belly. And then reach up skyward, come back down through the center, pausing in the center. Good. From here, let's inhale, reach up. Twist in the other direction. An easy turn or an easy twist. Breathing into the ribs and belly. Reaching the crown of the head skyward. As you're ready, reach up, turn center, and release. Good. From here, let's grab our dumbbells. So have some dumbbells or maybe 2 water bottles or 2 cans of soup, just 2 of something that's the same. So if you're at home and you don't have dumbbells, you can certainly use 2 of anything. So hanging on to those weights, feet rooted, shoulders over hips. Let's do a bicep curl and an overhead press. Bicep curl, overhead press. Looking good. So just allowing our breath to flow comfortably as we press overhead. Know that you can take a break anytime. Looking good. Let's do that 2 more times. Good, 1 more time. Good. And then this time, bending your elbows 90 degrees at the elbows, nice and tall through the torso. Let's raise our elbows out to the side and close. So open and close, that's it. Looking good. Two more times. Keep smiling. 1 more. I know those ones are tough. Let's take a pause. Again, make any adjustments. You might even draw your heels back a bit. Hinge forward. Draw the belly in for support, and then a rear fly. So a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Press firmly through your feet. So that good foundation through the feet, through the legs. Looking good. Last 2. You've got it. Last 1. Good. Let's come up to stand and just come to one side of your chair. Doesn't matter what side. And hand on the chair. Outside hand has a dumbbell. Sink into those feet. And then from here, outside hand presses away. I'm just going to come back a little bit. That's it. You can hang on to the chair or hang on to the hip, or hand can be in the back pocket. 1 more time. Good. Let's rest that dumbbell on the chair seat. Hand on the hip, hand on the chair, and then shift your balance to that inside leg. Same thing with the leg. We're going to press away and release. Pressing away and release. And feel the strength in both legs. Looking good. One more time. That's it. Grounding both feet. Let's add a stretch. Let's inhale, reach the outside arm up, and crescent moon. So nice side bend stretch. Breathing into the side body, relaxing the inside elbow and shoulder. And release the arm. And let's come over to the other side of your chair. Grabbing a dumbbell. And good athletic stance, so feet are hip bone width apart, sink into your feet, and here we go. Outside arm raises that dumbbell about shoulder height. Looking good, that's it. Looking good. And last one. And releasing that dumbbell back to the chair seat. Hand on the hip, hand on the chair. Let's shift the balance again to the inside leg. Outside leg presses away. And again, just make any adjustments for this side. Know that each side might feel a little different. Looking good, that's it. Two more times. And then releasing the feet, sinking into both feet. Outside arm reaches upwards, lengthening our spine. Crescent moon, so nice side stretch. Breathing into the side body. Keeping a space between your chin and chest. And slowly release, good. From here, let's come in behind our chair. And again, a fingertip touch on the chair, feet hip bone width apart for some calf raises. We're gonna rise up on the toes and let your heels land. Rising up and releasing. Looking good. Good. And then coming back for a stretch. So walking it back, I'm going to change my angle a little bit so I have space to walk back. Walking back, again, a nice long spine. Bending the knees as much as you need to, hinging at the hips here. Breathing into this shape. Just breathing and noticing, pressing the hips back away from the crown of your head. And then slowly start to rise, walking towards your chair, lifting the torso, and we can bring our hands out to the side, turning our palms forward. And then we might even interlace the hands behind us as an option. Opening the chest and shoulders. Keep sinking into your feet and keep a little bend in those knees, like the kneecaps are poking out. That's it. And then release, good. Let's take a moment to make any little adjustments. You might grab some water en route. It's really important to stay hydrated. So from here, we can put on our dancing shoes, our marching shoes, and we might march it out or dance it out. And know that your chair is right here, so if you want, you can certainly have one or both hands on the chair. That's it, looking good. We might take this march a little wider, see how that feels. Looking good. And then we might take this march, just pause, and then do a kickback. So you might have hands on hips to start, you might stay there, or you might add the arms pulling in. Just work at your own pace. Notice how this feels. And then we might take this heel kick to a little step touch, side to side. And then maybe we add some arms. Looking good. And then just anything at all, dance it out or march it out. I'm not sure the beat of this one. It's very fast. Looking good, everyone. Maybe some high knees. Again, know that the chair is right here if you need it. So getting our heart rate up a little bit. Just make sure you use the talk test so that you can carry on light conversation while you're working out. Staying in a safe place for your body. Looking good. All right, let's bring it in behind our chair again. Nice and tall. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you. And fingertip touch on the chair. We're going to lift that opposite arm and leg. I'm going to turn for a little side view here. Good. So feeling that strong action out of the hip. Strength on the standing leg as well. Arm reaching upwards. Looking good. Crown of the head reaching to the sky. Keeping your chin up, chest up. Looking good. And last one each way. Good. From here, come to one side of the chair again, hand on the hip, hand on the chair. Shift your balance to that inside leg. Let's take the outside knee up. External rotation, close, and back to the floor. Good, so taking it up, open, close, back to the floor. Looking good, body tall. Are we having fun yet? I know sometimes Mondays are hard. 2 more. And last one. Good. And let's grab one dumbbell. We'll stay on the same side. Hand on the chair, hand with the dumbbell. So that outside knee is going to come up. You're going to step down and back. So knee up to a reverse lunge. Looking good. That's it. And one more time, you've got it. This time hold the knee up. Let's pause, holding, broaden the collarbones. Keep smiling, finding strength, balance. Good. And release that leg. Let's switch sides of your chair. And let's do that one. We'll reverse the order. So again, make sure you have space behind you, hanging on to that dumbbell. We're going to take that outside knee up, step down and back. Good. Up and down and back. Good. Looking good. Good, last 2. Last one. And then we're going to hold that knee up, growing tall, broaden the collarbones. Maybe play with just letting that inside hand lightly touch the chair. Finding balance, strength. Good. And release that leg. Let's release the dumbbell back to the chair seat. Good. From here, back to that first exercise we did on the other side. So we're going to shift our balance. Take that outside knee up. External rotation, close, and back to the floor. Taking it up, open, close, back to the floor. That's it, looking good. Keep moving, keep breathing. You've got it. Last two. And last one. Really good. From here, let's pause, grab your dumbbells. We'll take it back to our chair. And we're going to have a seat. Scooting forward just a little bit. Comfortable grip on your weights, out to the side. Draw your heels back a bit. So we're going to do sit to stand. We're going to do a sit to stand, squeezing the glutes, hinge back at the hips. Ooh, here we go. 3. So these are really important to help us get out of that chair. Keep those legs and glute strength strong. Looking good. Take your time, use your breath. Good, one more time. Stay standing. And I'm just going to push back a little bit so I'm still in the camera there. Good, body tall, dumbbells out in front. Upright row. Elbows coming out to the sides. That's it. Looking good. 2 more. And last one. Good. And then from here, let's have a seat once again. You can set one dumbbell aside, keeping one dumbbell, or maybe use a small beach ball or something lighter if you like. So feet can be nice and wide. We're going to inhale, reach up to the right. Exhale, pull down. So that diagonal cross. Looking good. That's it. One more time. Good, pausing in the center. Good work, everyone. That was a few more reps today. How do we feel? All right, let's do the other side. Inhale up, exhale, pulling down. So we did 10 reps. Usually stop at 8. Looking good. Drawing the belly in. Last one. Good. From here, pick up both dumbbells once again and draw your heels back. Sit tall. You're going to hinge forward. Bring those dumbbells out like you're hanging onto a straight bar. Tighten your core. Here we go. Pulling up. So doing a wide grip row. That's it. Pressing through the heels for support. Looking good. One more. Good. And release. Let's come up to stand. So we can place our dumbbells just off to the side or even on your chair seat. And we'll come again to the right side of your chair, hand on the chair, hand on the hip. All right, let's shift our balance to that inside leg. Outside knee comes up, and then holding here, holding, finding strength and balance again. So these one leg balance stands are really great to help us keep strength from the ground up in our entire core. Just working on balance. And release, good. Let's come in behind our chair, another set of calf raises before we go to the other side. Rising up on the toes and release. Rising up and release. You've got it. Last one. Good. And let's come to the opposite side of your chair. Coming into that one leg balance stance. So we're going to take that outside knee up. And again, you might stretch your arms out a little. Pick a focal point to gaze at for balance. Feel the strength in both legs. Our hip flexors on this outside leg and the whole standing leg contracted. Broaden the collarbones. Good, keep breathing. And release it down, good. Just dancing it out again, moving around. So moving around your space. Yep, feel free to sing along. Good, and you might even take a layer off. I'm gonna take a layer off and you guys keep moving. Looking good. That's it, looking good. All right, let's come in behind our chair once again. So this time, instead of calves, we're going to do shins. So we're going to pull the toes up and then ground the feet. Pull the toes up, walk back onto the heels, or rock back onto the heels, I should say. So very subtle here, working those shins, the front of the lower legs. Looking good, that's it. Good, and grab your dumbbells once again. Come back to your chair. All right, we're getting nice and warmed up. We're gonna get a little warmer now. So draw those heels back, sit to stand with some bicep curls and overhead press. Oh yes, here we go. Let's curl and press, and then have a seat. Take your time. You can opt just to do the upper body exercises and sit in your chair, or you can opt to do just the legs and hold the dumbbells at the shoulders or your hips. So lots of options. That's it, looking good. Good, I'm gonna push back a little bit. There we go. Good, last two. Good, last one here. And then we're gonna stay standing. Good, we're gonna bring the dumbbells down, palms facing your thighs, sink into your feet once again. Upright row. Letting the elbows come out to the sides. Keep a little bend in your knees to protect the knees. Looking good. One more time. Good. Change to that right angle at the elbow. Sink back into the feet, out to the side. And we'll do 8 of these too. So exciting, I know. 3, looking good. 4. One more time. Good. And then keep the dumbbells by your shoulders, strong neutral grip, overhead press only. Good. Two more for 8. Good, one more. And arms come all the way down. We have one last exercise, bicep curls. Show me your pipes. Looking good. That must have been my inside voice. Looking good. And last one for 8. Good. Let's take it down to our chair. Having a seat on your chair. Keep those dumbbells. We're going to take our palms facing up. Secure your forearms on the thighs. We're going to let the dumbbells roll down and then a little curl. So just be careful if you're using a little heavier weights. If you have the option to switch to smaller ones for these, that's always good. Drawing the belly in gently. Take your time. And last one. Good, come up slowly, palms facing down, a short pause. Good, and then let's hinge at the hips again. Palms down, secure your forearms on the thighs, and then a little lift and lower. That's it, lift and release. Good work. And last one. Good work, everyone. Come up nice and tall. So let's come up to stand. Maybe we grab water en route. So we're going to use our dumbbells for some one-arm rows, and we can double up the weight if you like. So you can hang on to 2 dumbbells in one hand, perhaps. Our back and biceps together for this rowing are much stronger than, let's say, a shoulder press. So as you're ready on one side, we're going to add that dumbbell row. Nice long spine, feet are staggered. And then here we go. Drawing in your core muscles to support the spine. Looking good. Last two. And last one. Good. Let's stay on this side. We might get rid of one dumbbell. Come up for a short pause. So we're going to be in that same position for our tricep kickback. So secure your torso. Dumbbell comes up. Elbow comes up, and we're going to kick back, pivoting at the elbow. That's it. Steadying the elbow. Looking good. Two more. And last one. Good, let's come up and let's change sides. So coming up, we'll change sides. So we're gonna start with that dumbbell row. Again, you might wanna double up your weights here as well. So a comfortable grip on those two weights. Nice long spine, and here we go. So you might count 10 or 12 reps. Pushing up in that support shoulder, keeping a little bend in that elbow. Make your spine long and neutral as much as you can. Lots of breath. Good, one more time. Good. Slowly come up. We'll get rid of one dumbbell. Again, making any adjustments. Let's come back to that bent over position. Nice long spine, elbow up high, pivoting at your elbow. That's it. Pressing away. Looking good. Two more. Elbow up high. And bring it on up. Good work, everyone. How are we feeling? All right, let's set those dumbbells aside. Again, hydrating if you like. And maybe put on your dancing or marching shoes again. And maybe we'll turn the music up. I'm just going to pause here and turn the music up a little. I think it could be a touch higher. All right, keep those feet moving. Just turning up our music a little bit. That's it. Show me your dance moves. Looking good. Moving and a grooving. That's what we're doing here today. Do, do, do. Music everywhere. That's it. Sing it. Playing, dancing in the street. Do, 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 do. Dancing. Good work, everyone. So let's use our chair again, and we're going to use our chair. We can come to the side of your chair or the front. I'm just going to come to the side so that everyone can see me both at home and on camera. We're going to hinge at the hips, bring your hands to the chair, and then step back into that strong plank, or you can grip the chair on the sides, which I really like this position a bit more for my wrist. Shoulders, hips, and ankles aligned. So prone, face down plank, pushing up into the shoulder girdle, the shoulder blades, drawing the belly in, squeeze your glutes, your legs, just breathing. Know that you can come out of this plank position anytime by stepping forward. Good, let's take one step forward and another. Hand on the thigh for support, the other thigh, and hinge or roll up. Nice and tall, good. Take a few deep breaths. Good. And then from here, come back to that flat back position again. Weighted in the heels, let's lift our opposite arm and leg. So take your time. If you prefer to do the standing version, standing behind your chair, you can change your angle and stand behind the chair instead. So just know it works best for your body. Good. Take your time. Lots of breath. Finding strength and balance. That's it, looking good. Let's do one more each way. And then sink into the feet. Bring one hand to the thigh, the other hand. Come on up. Nice tall posture. Opening the shoulders, the chest. Sinking into the feet while you just take a moment to breathe. Good. One more breath. Good. We're going to do one more exercise in that position. So we're going to hinge at the hips. Take a hold of your chair. Step back into your plank. And then from here, draw the knee up. Step it back. Other side, knee up. Step it back. So mountain climbers. So building some upper body strength, some core strength. In through the legs as well. Keep breathing. Know that you can come out of this posture and stand tall again at any time. Otherwise, we'll try a few more. Lots of breath. Heart rate's going to elevate here with this exercise as well, so be mindful of that. Maybe one more each way, looking good. Take a step forward, land, take a step forward, land, hand on the thigh, come on up slowly. Whew, we did it. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And again. Good. Take opportunity again to hydrate. Again, you can march it out on the spot or dance here for a moment. Looking good. So any kind of movement patterns, just mixing it up. Looking good. All right, let's find one dumbbell and we're going to come into some standing wood choppers. So you can use the chair for balance or you might use the weight just like so. Nice wide stance, bring it up and over and that diagonal pull. Or you might hang on to the chair for support. Good, keep going, that's it. One more time. Woo. And march it over to the other side of your chair in case you're using the chair for assistance. And I'll show both again. So without the chair, reaching up, pulling down, or hanging onto the chair. Good, body tall. And last one, good. Let's set that dumbbell aside, take it back to your chair. All right, looking good. We got a good dance song on, but we're gonna stretch, so we're gonna turn towards your right. You're gonna free up that front hip and buttock. Hang on to the chair for balance and to square off your shoulders over the hips. Pressing into the feet, and then reach that front arm upwards out of this front hip flexor, and then you might add a little side bend. Breathing into the hip. Relaxing the inside elbow and shoulder, pressing firmly through your feet. Good, and back center, float the arm down, help that leg forward, pause to turn center. Keep on turning all the way over to the other side. And again, free up that front hip and buttock, sliding the leg back, opening this hip flexor, shoulders over hips. Hang on to the back of the chair, front arm reaching up. And then you might even add a side bend, pressing through the feet, just breathing. And back, and float that arm down. Help that leg forward. Turn to face center. Good. From here, stretch your right leg out, heel digging in, support it on the opposite side, and then hinge forward, getting that nice stretch in this lengthened leg. Good. Just breathing into that leg. So we're getting a nice hamstring stretch, hopefully, back of the upper thigh. Keeping the spine long, chest lifted, and hinge back. Let's do the other side. Press the heel out, keep a little bend in the knee, but the leg is fairly straight, just your kneecap poking out. Hinging forward until you feel that stretch. Good. Good work, everyone. And slowly come up. Woo, good work. Let's pick that leg up for that figure 4 stretch again. Nice and tall, above or below the knee, so it might even look like this. And over to the other side, picking that leg up. cross it over, let the knee open. Nice and tall through your spine. And releasing that leg slowly, body tall. Let's take one arm across the body, pressing above or below the elbow, getting into the back of the shoulder. And then reach that same arm up. Reach and pat yourself on the back for showing up today. Keep your chin up, chest up, and nice shoulder and tricep stretch here. Breathing into those muscles, into the joint, into the shoulder joint. Good. Crown of the head skyward. You've got it. And let's release the arms, roll the shoulders. And then we'll take that opposite arm across the body. Breathing into the back of the shoulder blade area. And that same arm up by the ear, bend your elbow, pat yourself in the back for showing up today. And here or here, either or. And lifting the chin, lifting the torso. And releasing the arms. Good. So take opportunity to make any adjustments, to take a final stretch if I've missed something and you want to stretch, or if you want to just sit quietly, we might sink back into our chair. And we might just sit for a moment. Eyes can be opened or closed. And just noticing how your body feels after that workout. Feel your feet grounding on the floor. Your sitting bones on the chair. And take a few moments simply to breathe, to be still. Or maybe you've got your second wind and you want to put your dancing shoes back on. And we can just leave the music playing. So whatever the case may be, whether you're going to sit quietly for a little longer or stretch even, or put your dancing shoes back on. Lots of options. Have fun. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon.